You're driving home at 11 p.m. A red light up ahead. Suddenly, those flashing red and blues appear in your rearview mirror. The cops flag you down, walk up to your window, and demand you step out of the vehicle. What do you say? Saying the wrong thing right now could cost you your freedom tonight. It is completely normal to feel a spike of pure panic when a police officer demands answers from you on the street. They have the authority, they have the uniform, and you are alone in the dark. But here is the critical distinction you have to understand immediately. Being stopped for questioning is not the same thing as being legally arrested. If the police simply pull you over for a routine stop, their power is actually quite limited. They can ask you to identify yourself, and you should provide your name and ID, but that is generally where it ends. A stop is just a conversation. But the moment an officer transitions from a simple stop to an arrest, the entire legal landscape changes. As of July 2024, the Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita, or BNSS, enforces a strict set of procedural mandates that the police are required to follow. Right number 1, the right to know. Under Section 47 of the BNSS and Article 22 of the Constitution, the police cannot just throw you in the back of a jeep. They are legally required to tell you the exact, specific grounds for your arrest immediately. If it's a non-cognizable offense, think minor assaults or public nuisance, the police actually need a magistrate's warrant to arrest you. If it's a cognizable offense, like murder or robbery, they have the power to arrest you on the spot without a warrant. Right number 2, the right to inform. Let's say you are placed in the police cruiser. You do not disappear. Under Section 48 of the BNSS, the police must allow you to inform a family member or friend about your arrest and exactly where they are holding you. They must also create a physical paper trail. Under the Supreme Court's D.K. Basu guidelines, police must prepare an arrest memo at the scene. This document requires the exact time, the place of arrest, and a signature from an independent witness or your family member. These strict documentation rules are your primary defense against burking, the illegal police practice of refusing to officially register facts or holding you in secret detention. Once you are inside the police station, the isolation of an interrogation room is designed to break your resolve. That brings us to right number 3. You have a constitutional guarantee under Article 22 to consult and be defended by a legal practitioner of your choice during questioning. Right number 4 is your most important safeguard, the 24-hour rule. Section 58 of the BNSS mandates you must be brought before a magistrate within 24 hours. During this window, you have absolute bodily autonomy. Under Article 21 and 20, subsection 3, you cannot be tortured or forced to confess. Any confession beaten out of you in police custody is entirely inadmissible in court. The law provides additional, strict physical boundaries for women. A woman cannot be arrested after sunset or before sunrise, except in highly exceptional circumstances with a magistrate's written permission. And if a physical search is required, it must be performed strictly by another woman with full decency. That ticking 24-hour clock and your required presentation to a judge serve as the ultimate non-negotiable checks on police power during your first day in custody. However, legal protections only work if you don't provide the police with a valid reason to bypass them. There are 3 specific mistakes that frequently lead to avoidable arrests. Let's start with mistake 1, running or physically resisting. Even if you are entirely innocent, fleeing a routine stop instantly hands the police a legal basis to use force and take you into custody. Mistake 2, talking too much. It is human nature to try and explain your way out of a stressful situation. Don't. Over-explaining almost always leads to accidental self-incrimination. Silence is a legally valid, highly effective strategy. Use it. Mistake 3, accepting a verbal no. If an officer says you can't call a lawyer or your family, do not just nod and accept it. Politely but firmly insist that their refusal be officially recorded in writing on your arrest documents. Instinct might tell you to panic, but these procedural checks, the arrest memo, the 24-hour limit, and the magistrate's oversight, are the mechanisms that actually create a legal record for your defense. This is Episode 1 of Know Your Rights India. In Episode 2, we cover exactly what to do if you are actually arrested, how to handle unjust FIRs, and how to use the new Zero FIR rules to your advantage. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Remember, this video is for educational purposes. Always consult a lawyer for your specific situation. Stay safe out there.